God. He goes, yeah, our access to it is the upper window. That window, they can access the building.
Yeah. I know.
Isn't that something?
Well, they had pictures from in Russia somewhere. It snowed so much it was like on the third floor of an apartment building.
Oh, yeah. Remember Boston?
To get out, you have to climb out the window.
And then sink in the snow.
Yeah.
Well, Boston had snow so high, the little sidewalks, so you put, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, that's too much. But that's that lake effect.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Buffalo and.
I know, I read it online, but
Okay, I'm trying to find this.
I know.
see if I can get one to save.
Yeah, only 2 a year are printed.
So that you guys know, we're gonna live stream this, everybody,
So it is already live streamed.
it's already live streamed, so please keep smiling. No, I'm
We currently
Wait,
have nobody watching.
I gotta do my hair.
Yeah, right.
So are these recordings kept to go back to?
Yeah,
Okay,
so they're on
so we're not off the hook.
they're on the Williams Bay YouTube.
Okay.
And then Steve won't be here, he's sick.
He's sick.
What do you call it, laryngitis, or
Ooh.
what is that?
That's contagious. You can't talk.
He can't, yeah, well, I think Monday night he already had, like, his voice was, yeah, he said he couldn't make it, so.
Oh,
And then I heard you had fun last night. You always have your meeting at the Green Grocer?
well, this was only about once a year do we meet collectively between the Friends and the commission.
Oh, okay,
So that was a Friends Commission
yeah.
joint meeting. Had no idea it was gonna be the Civic League at the same time.
The place was, Mary once they let the place was absolutely packed.
It was packed.
Yeah.
What was? Yeah.
The Green Grocer, they have, everybody seems to be going to the Green Grocer. It's the new hangout.
When was it packed?
Last
night?
The Civic League had their
Oh,
big
yeah.
meeting,
Oh,
and then we had our combined Kishwaukee Friends and Commission meeting.
so you're in the bar, the.
Yeah. Yeah,
So also, before we start the meeting, are you set with your 5 members now? On the board?
yes,
Okay, because, John, I had a Christmas party at, Karen Yancey's house, and her husband, John, knows everything about trees. He's a semi-retired dentist, but he will be fully retired. He wants to
consider,
be on the board, I think. and do
So-
stuff like
okay, because we,
that. But I'll give you his number later.
All
You
right.
can contact.
because we do have one member that's itching to get off the board.
Yeah,
I mean, that person's been on
so
the
you
board.
can
for
call him
27 years.
and talk to him.
Okay.
Is he sent to you? Oh, it is. It's already-
Well, I'll find it and give it to you.
Yeah, okay, just text me if you have, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 10:32. I have called to order the tree amendment committee meeting. And for the roll call, I'll do the roll call. Everybody is here except Steve Russell. So the first item on the agenda is item number 3, approval of the unofficial tree enhancement meeting minutes of November 30th, 2025. So I'm looking for a motion.
Make a motion that accept the minutes of the last meeting in November.
Okay.
Second.
Second, any questions, corrections?
No?
If none, all in favor, please vote aye.
Aye.
Okay, so that is. The next item on the agenda is item number 4, update on donations, expenses, and fundraising. And so basically what I did is I attached it to, I checked with Jen, and there were no additional monies coming in. So we just used the same report that we had before. That means we have about $1,500 available. We didn't officially get remember we talked about the unspent money that we had in 2025 free money for public works.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't officially get that, but at least they agreed to earmark it. So we put in the request next time, because I got a report to the village board anyway.
So in order to access it, we have to officially like ask for it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and then they have to vote on it and say,
Okay.
and we might not need the full 4,500 next year or something. So any questions on any of the money?
Would that be for planting new trees?
Yeah.
That money.
Now, is that the money that comes from,
The public works has $8,000.
oh, they get budgeted that,
A budget, and they didn't spend like 5,000 of it or something.
okay.
Okay. Discussion, and a lot of those items on the agenda are repeat items, but right now, since we're still early January, and maybe we can come to some action on some of it or some, so to do things, that's why we have a meeting now. Next item is item number 5, discussion and possible action on planting 6 additional trees in phase 3 Triangle Park. So, that is on there, we had it on there last time also. And that was based on, after we planted the last trees, basically Don was looking at Triangle Park and got a few more trees in here. That was your comment?
Yeah.
And so if you need Triangle Park is right on your report here, right
Oh,
now. But you already had a couple in mind?
Excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
You had certain trees in mind, and so I don't think we have to necessarily, you and Tom, walk it and kind of figure things out. So is it, would you want, but because you're the
Tree enthusiast?
no, the guy that knows everything about thing, or 3 and 3 or something, since we have it in different trees, some of them are 3. The sugar maple and the eastern white pine, we have 3. The crab and bog cypress, we have 3.
I'm thinking, I think it'd be nice to add 3 more white pines to make a little group. Right now we got 3 there, might be, or 2 more there possibly, make it a grouping of 5 white pine. And as the years go by, they grow pretty fast, and it would look nice to have a corner there with some nice pine trees. But I'm thinking a couple of eastern white pine with that other grouping, combine that other grouping. And then, where we have that Hot Wings Tartarian maple, which is by the area that the Enhancement Committee fixes around the flowers and everything. We only have 1 thing there. I thought we need to really have like 3 of something there, just to, I think, make it look right. That's what do you think?
Yeah, I think, odd numbers work. 1, 3, 5, right?
3 always work, odd numbers work, right?
Or we can plant 2 more maples, or with the other, or 2 more red oaks. There's a red oak out there. I don't know. I mean, do we have to make a decision exactly what kind of tree we get, or do you want to talk about?
No, but,
Do you have anything that flowers in the spring?
yeah, well, that's, I was
That would
supposed to
be
get.
pretty in there.
So the 3 crabapple trees, these are the Don Wyman crabapples. We planted 3 of them.
Mhm.
Those will flower.
Flower.
And that Tartarian maple, that's the one that will flower also. And actually, I'm sorry, I got it. Apologize. But yeah, I think in that area, you want something that flowers.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of options there.
That's what you said, since we already have 2 that flower at different times.
Yeah, oh yeah, so I was
So we
thinking,
have another one that flowers in between or whatever.
so the crabapples flower in May, and the hawthorns flower in June. And I always think it's kind of nice to mix it up. What's nice about hawthorns, after the crabapples are done blooming and petals die away, now the hawthorns flower. So that'll last almost all through June, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So that's what you said last time, hawthorns, I
Yeah.
remember now.
Yeah.
So you want like 3 hawthorns?
I'm thinking 2 hawthorns could be
Okay, 2.
2 there. Yeah, because we already had that Tartarian maple, so that'll give us 3 there.
You can do 5 also, if you want. You said that you wanted 3 more white pines and 2 hawthorns.
Yeah, I mean, unless we get 3 hawthorns, just add 3 of that Tartarian, but I think we'll be fine with 2 there.
Okay, so 5?
Yeah.
So when are they gonna be available? What do you think? Do some of them have to stay in the ground a certain?
Yeah, let me check on the hawthorns. I don't know, what do you have there? Is that 1?
well, this is what you have now. And then we added 3 white pens, which we already have.
Yeah,
So then we total 6 on there, and then 2 hawthorns.
okay. Depends what size we get. The conifers, which would be the pines, they oftentimes want to go in the fall. But I can check with the availability because Johnson Nursery has they have a lot of potted plants which can go in any time, which was what we bought last time. Is potted, I mean, you can tell they're a pretty good size.
Yeah.
But I'll check. I haven't got a
So
update for you.
I'm making a to-do list, so you're gonna check with Vanessa on that?
Yeah. What is it? It's January. This time of year, they're doing like, they're doing trade shows and and they generally don't bring up when there's gonna be availability in the spring for about another month.
Yeah, but she can tell you, those will be available
Yeah.
in July or August or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
Okay, so you're gonna do that?
I will.
Okay, so we have that for next. Okay, are we, and that would basically finish Triangle Park as far as trees is concerned. Is there, anybody has any other thoughts down? Bill? No? Okay.
I have a question. So in the spring, who's gonna be doing the wildflower garden?
We get to that in a minute.
Okay.
That's another item on the agenda here.
Okay.
Okay, item number 6, discussion of possible action on phase 4 dog park 2026 tree plantings, marketing and fundraising efforts. So just to, not to get too repetitive here, but we basically talked about that several times already. The idea there was to advertise that to people that own dogs, basically, to adopt a tree, or however you want to call it. And then we'll just see how many we get. We might get 15 people, or maybe we get 5, I don't really know. When I was at the dog park, I mentioned it to some people, and they said, sign me up for 2 of them right away.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Sure.
so we might be surprised, but let's say, since we only can plant the kind of the limit what we plant basically is 15 trees, because we, meaning us and the Lions Club, which we already run it by the Lions Club for the volunteers to plant the trees. They know exactly what to do, and they said that we'd be excited to actually plant those trees.
Okay.
So basically, we just have to get people to say, I'm willing to pay, and then we gotta set the amount, and then you get the tree, and then, so we need to decide is what kind of trees do we want in there, then advertise it and say, pick one of the 4 or 5, whatever it is that we want in there, and then maybe cut it off at 15, or say we do 15 now, if we get that many, I don't know. And then maybe next year we do a few more, because there's a little dog park and a big dog park. And then, but we have to decide also where those trees are gonna go. And it takes a different effort. They can go in the dog park as long as we have a really good metal protection around it that is away from the trees, so the dogs don't kill it right away.
Yeah.
And then also like a plaque, they would want some type of plaque, right?
Yeah, and then in addition to that, some sort of a plaque or a board, a wall thing with the name on it. I can tell you from my experience with the dog park, the Lions Club built those little shelters. That's where everybody hangs out, especially when it's sunny. There's a couple of benches down there. The dogs come down there and dig big holes. People are complaining because then they drink the water, they put the water out there, and the holes get wet. Everything is muddy.
dogs.
It's like a nightmare. So maybe we can have like a brick or something, or, a 12 tile thing, kind of a thing, that the name can be engraved in it, and do something like that. So what are the thoughts here? That's basically what we already talked about.
Well, like, maybe a master list as you walk in, it would be there, everyone's name.
Yeah,
It could be a wood, the guys could do the wood carving. Or if you do the brick, it could be right by the tree. And some people might want it, this is my tree. Instead of your one master plaque, you don't know which tree is yours.
I agree, they probably would want it at the tree.
So then you do a brick in the ground, or
well,
they also, homes, newer homes going up, these rocks, they have like the outline of the lake and they paint it blue. So you can also have it etched into a rock, their name.
oh,
I don't know what the cost is.
Yes, I have no idea what that costs.
yeah,
Right. But if they're paying, you can say you can either get a brick or, well, maybe we don't give them a choice.
yeah. So years ago, we planted a bunch of trees in Lake Geneva. They charged $600. And that included, like a piece of little marble piece that is maybe 3 inches by 5 inches.
Mhm.
And it was flat into the ground with the grass.
Yeah.
So you
Kinda
could
like in a
you could
cemetery.
mow right over it.
Yeah.
And that was $600?
The
They
tree
charge you
and the plant.
$600 to buy the tree, plant the tree, and yeah.
And okay.
And that was like 3 or 4 years ago. And then Public Works down there put it in. And you didn't really have to say where they were the plant. You can request it, but there's no guarantee that's where the tree will be going.
Do you know what the cost was for that plaque?
That was included in the 600.
Right, but you don't have any idea what the,
No, but it's not that expensive to have a little. So we could do both, a board, that we hang protected in the shelter part,
Uh-huh.
with a little, copper or whatever
Yeah, like
nameplate on it.
Yeah.
Thank,
nailed on there.
thank you for your memorial tree donation or whatever, however you want to work it. And then have a little plaque with the name on it, that people go like, hey, that's my name in there.
Yeah, I think adding that plaque gives it the premium value to the tree, which if they think it's, if you want to price it a little higher with that plaque, it shows that there's some value. You get the tree, the plaque, and it gets planted.
Yeah. So, but the first thing is we probably need to figure out,
a price.
well, I don't know about that. We could, so I can ask Ryan to put together the, what do you call it? The sign, that we can hang. Maybe we need only 2, one by each dog park that hangs on the fencing. And then just say, for further information or something, this is what we're after, kind of a thing. And for further information and pricing, call, and then, because maybe if it's a multi-year thing that we might be doing here, I don't know if we should limit the sign to and put a price on it right away. Or we might
But yeah, a
just put
little bit
a,
of quantity.
or we
That'll
might
get
just
them
say,
all running.
so the tree, most of the trees cost about, let's say, the more expensive ones are $220, right? Then we need metal protection that adds at least another 30. You might need a bag around it, but it's another 30. So we're on $300 on expenses for each tree.
Yeah, without the cost of planting.
Right, so then another $100 for at least a brick, let's say. And then if we plant it, then that would be the main expenses. So let's say we're up to $400 on average, right? So we could easily say it costs $500, and then this way we are covered as far as that is concerned. And just print that at $500.
Yeah.
And I think you could go higher than that if people would pay.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can do a thing where we pick X amount of trees and we have people bid on it. And
Especially if you only have 15.
I mean, if we're restricted to how many, maybe we can do a thing where people bid. And,
Well, or you could just say limited quantity, 15 trees, then people are gonna either do it right away.
Yeah.
Because if you did, then you gotta get everyone together. Well,
Well, no, I'm not just saying, I'm saying 15, because 15 trees seems to be
so
what we
we
can
planted in the day.
plant in one day.
And I think if you limit it, you're gonna get more interest
Yes,
Yeah.
than
yes,
it's like
yeah, and the sign for
special.
donations, 15 trees are being offered.
Or we can say the limit would be how many, let's say, use dog park, we can, I mean, obviously more than 50 trees fit in the smaller, and if you combine the smaller and the larger dog park together, it's huge area. It easily fits 25 trees, for example.
I mean, when they get to maturity, 15 would be a lot.
You're gonna have a forest.
Yeah.
So we're gonna limit it to 15 trees?
For now, yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, okay. So
I just hope that, you haven't got any, pushback from the public works, because they gotta go in there and mow, and I bet it's kind of a pain in the neck, and they gotta go around trees. But,
Well, weed whacker.
No.
I mean, that's a small price to pay to have shade.
Oh, no, I agree. But it's,
Yeah, it's just.
but in the past, I've heard not mowing, but moaning. about the trees.
They know how to go around trees.
You have to protect them. They do.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
we're gonna put the
bark
metal,
them.
we're gonna put the metal around.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but inside the meadow, then all of a sudden you're gonna have hay growing.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to trim that too.
The trees?
Inside the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tree's gonna be here, then you're gonna have the fence all around it. Could be 3 feet of,
I mean, every now and then somebody's gonna have to go in.
So, and mow inside the,
Pull weeds and,
Yeah.
yeah.
that. How else can you keep the dogs off? Aren't there some sprays you can put the
Yeah,
dogs?
and you can't depend on that.
um.
I mean, because all you need is one time for the spray not, be washed off and they can damage the tree permanently.
Right.
So far,
Wait, what if you just put, heavy mulch inside the,
That's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, after a period of
After a
time,
while.
you would know as well as anyone from the work you do in the lakefront, you know what happens after a little while. After like the first year, next thing you know, you've got weeds growing in there, you've got a gigantic thistle growing in it. I mean, you're right, I think we have to put a lot of mulch, but we also have to be prepared, or,
Do the maintenance.
to maintain it over time.
Sure. Yeah.
who's gonna do that?
I don't know.
Public Works.
Yeah, they're gonna be happy with us.
No,
We could think about that. Maybe there's another solution.
I mean, there is that fabric you can put on, then you put this other stuff on top of it.
And the water still gets through.
Yeah,
And the
That's
leaves
true.
still grow,
They still
Do they?
go through, yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's harder to pull out.
I know.
Yeah, the fabric there.
If you don't take care of your house, the weeds will be in your house soon.
if you put in 3 inches of the mushroom rolls, that kills them.
Oh, the mushroom mulch, really?
that's real nice stuff.
So you gotta add that to the price, mulch for each tree.
Yeah, well,
There's another $100.
no, mushroom rolls is pretty reasonably expensive. But that has to be every other year, we have to put a new layer on it, disintegrate.
Yeah.
The standing, kind of rule amongst, nurseries and arborists is, hardwood mulch is the most ideal for trees.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
What's ideal for them?
just hardwood mulch.
Oh,
Yeah, and how long,
Like the village, like the stuff the village grinds up.
yeah, the stuff,
Right,
so they can easily, every year, kind of put.
And not all these trees are going inside the fence area, right?
Right.
Maybe only 5 of them are. So,
Yeah, I guess it,
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. So 15 trees limit, we're gonna say 600 hours then, or
$5.95.
something? I hate that 599.
What if you just worded it somehow, 15 trees available to the first,
Yeah, 15 people.
Yeah,
At this,
we're gonna,
with a
we're
name.
gonna work that on the banner, so we'll work on that. I can work on that and then write.
and then like Tina said, you probably get more, you probably get over 500.
Yeah, so we'll make it 600 for now or something.
Maybe on the banner, have a tree that shows the plaque.
Yeah.
With the name, your name. That's what we get everyone having that plaque.
yeah, people will spend money on a pet.
Yeah, like your friend.
To the highest bidder, to the highest bidder.
Yeah. Only one left, it's $1,000.
And somebody said,
Yeah, well, that's a reasonable price with all the work. First you gotta order them, get them, plant them,
Yeah.
water them
Yeah.
for 3 years.
So you can make it 750 or something. Make it 750. And see what happens.
yeah,
Do you need to work with the, Parks and Memorial Advisory? Is that gonna be like a memorial tree? Does that fall
Well,
under them?
I talked to Mike about that, Feewager, and he said they were not, it's not related, Feewager is not interested in that.
Okay.
But we do have to work with the Parks and Memorial because we, for more benches and stuff like that. And but Helena was saying already, and like Triangle Park, we need a couple benches or whatever we want down there and things like that.
And to get rid of the mud, you could at the same time, once those 15 trees are gone, you could still do the bricks.
We
'Cause I
can-
think you're gonna get more than
Yeah, I'm
15
thinking maybe we
people.
can put some bricks down there or something, but not put the names on it because it gets all muddy down there.
You talking about when you
Have
come
the
in?
brick by the tree or the plaque or whatever.
Are you talking, where you come into the dog park, it gets all muddy?
You
No,
don't think you
basically
could put
under-
name bricks there?
The what?
You don't think you could do name bricks?
Well, if you put name, it's still gonna be muddy regardless down there because
but I
there's
think
no grass.
in the previous meeting, we were talking about doing the bricks and almost making it like a walkway.
Oh,
And, to the shelter or even under under the shelter. So it would be more if, once you get them all done, be like a patio. So I don't think it'd be too muddy if you have, bricks.
but 15 bricks is like a foot wide.
No, but I mean, not
It's
only,
only 15 square feet.
yeah, but not only for that, but just the bricks alone, we were talking about doing like memorial bricks. Remember? I think it's, not the last meeting, maybe the one before.
You guys don't wanna do it by the tree then?
I mean, do both.
Yeah,
I think you could do both.
Or what we can do is have bricks and then but not all of them have names on it, just regular bricks without any names on it, or, and then, you can buy those cement and things or whatever. And then have a couple in there for people, the 15 that people donated on. And that doesn't have to be under the shelter necessarily, it could be in the walking path too.
yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Right? And then kind of pave that under the shelter, at least that part.
That part might fall
Yeah.
more under Parks and Memorial.
That might fall, yeah.
I didn't mention this, I was thinking about it as you were talking about that, and my mind was wandering, because that's Parks Memorial stuff. Anyway, I just wonder if we need to put more, consider a couple of more trees in the lakefront area. Area is, maybe consider 1 or 2 or 3 there. I know we've hit that area already, but,
Remember, one of the objectives of the lakefront was after all the trees came down, and mainly the pine trees, people were super excited, not because the trees were coming down, but you could see the lake.
yeah, I know.
And so that's why we were so careful.
Yes, I agree.
And so,
But you know what, when you're planting the trees, they're like, this big. And by the time they get to be like that big, those complainers probably won't even be around here.
Well, I mean, I agree with leaving it open. I agree. I mean, there might be some opportunity that not just put tree, but like a small flowering type tree, like the crabapple or hawthorn
Or the serviceberry.
or the serviceberry.
That was so pretty in the spring.
Because it does, it's low and, or something that's low. Just something to think about. I don't know, and, I know it's not but,
well, it is because we're trying to put the plan together for this year, 2026. So let's say we get 15 trees for the dog park, that would be 1 planting. We do 2 plantings, basically. That's what we have been doing.
Spring and fall.
There's nobody gets super tired about that, and we don't wear anybody out. But so far, we only have done, we have 5 trees for the Triangle Park. We could add another 4 or something, 5 to the lakefront, if that's what you think would be good. And we could do that and the lakefront all at the same time. and do
Yeah,
the
that would
15
work.
trees for the,
So that.
and then what we do is we hold up with Bailey Estates, that park,
Mhm.
because that is, that comes up later on here, but that's kind of a whole different discussion down there.
Mhm. Well, you know, there's an area there,
Area 51. I'm sorry.
where, there was a maple there and it died.
On the
Wow.
lakefront?
Yeah,
No,
not the
that
ones
was,
we planted, no, there was an older one
Oh.
that Wayne had planted a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah, basically the ones from Public Works,
yeah, and.
most of those all died.
It
I never,
died.
they never
None of
protected
them,
them.
none of them died thanks to,
Did they not water
Yeah.
them? Is that-
They didn't do anything. They just plucked them in the ground.
Yeah.
And they mainly got killed by, deer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They didn't
Yeah,
protect
it
them.
was just
Yeah.
like a, stick, and, last summer, when we were doing some cleanup and that, Mary Jo said, oh, we don't need this, this is a dead stick, and she
Yanked it out.
grabbed it and out it came root and all, so that was it.
Yeah.
So that was by the, was that by the lakefront?
Mhm.
By your area,
Near towards,
Yeah.
closer to the boat launch,
yeah.
okay.
there.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
hill
yeah,
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, because I saw that was gone, and I know you said before with that, so.
I'm glad it died. It was a Norway maple.
Oh, was it?
So, yeah, something flowering would be pretty there, and you know, it's a big open area, so if you put 3, 4 there, you know, it's not gonna block the view because they're so far apart. And then they don't get that tall and they don't get that wide.
Am I wrong, or I thought I seem to remember that there were like small shrub type trees along that east side of the building there, by the launch. I mean, where, what do you call it, where the rec department is now, that, on the east side of that building, I thought there were some, but they disappeared. I don't know if it was a tornado or if it was just a.
Oh, yeah, there was a lot of damage. Most of the damage was in that area.
Yeah.
From there to like past Indian Maiden statue. That area, all the pine trees, everything was just demolished.
But I'm thinking next to, here's the building, here's the lake. It'd be nice to maybe have some, like flowering crabs or something low that kind of takes that cold foundation, you know, and dresses it up a little bit. That's just a thought. I mean,
Okay, well, how about that? You know what, to refresh you what's on the lakefront is right on here.
yeah.
So for
So I know
for the
everybody.
next meeting, you come up with like 4 or 5 that you want down there, and then we'll put it on the agenda, the lakefront.
And I'll do a map.
And, Dan, 2 weeping willows.
Oh,
You know, and they're so old, they're just, every year there's like trunks, you know, I mean, branches fall off and where they put the new bridge in, there was a beautiful willow and that's all gone.
that was a black willow.
Whatever willow.
Which is a
it was,
native
yeah.
willow?
It was
And,
beautiful and people came and took pictures there. There was a plaque and
Yeah.
everything. All that's gone now for some reason. So we need to fill that spot.
So, first time a joke was, the village had an $8,000 budget to keep that tree alive.
I mean,
Some of them are gone because they totally died.
so I love the willows. I'm not a big fan of weeping willows, but,
Well, whatever you think is best.
it's hard to get a mature black willow, whereas you can get more mature weeping willows, but they do look good right in the lakefront there. I
They
think.
do good on the lakefront, but they also block the view.
Yeah.
Pretty good too.
Yeah.
But they do suck up a lot of water and stuff like that.
I mean, this is just an aesthetic thing, but I mean, it does look nice to have a big willow and then open, and then another willow. I mean, that's the way the lakefront would have been naturally, probably, but they would have been black willows, which is why they're there. The way on the other end, same thing, that willow is just about
And it's the
gone.
last leg, yeah.
But that's a willow, you know, they're short-lived, even though they get gigantic.
Okay, so without making a mess of project on it, So we add lakefront to the next agenda,
Okay,
and then if you prepare for that and can come up with some
some
ideas.
ideas, okay.
And ask Tom to help if you want, he loves doing all that stuff, you know. 'Cause this is technically not on the agenda. Okay, and then, what I'll do is just to finish off number 6 for the dog park, I'll ask Ryan to create a banner. And then and then you guys can critique it because we send it to you guys first.
Yeah.
And then we can add wording, take away wording. We'll just put down the 750 and we'll come up with some good wording. He's very good at this stuff. And then everybody gets that email and then you can critique it. We don't have to meet in person on that.
All right.
And then we'll go from there. Right?
Sounds good.
Okay, so we're done with item number 6. We'll go to item number 7. Discussion and possible action on phase 5, Billy Estates Park, tree plantings, marketing, and fundraising efforts. So I'm thinking, for those who have ever gone to Bailey Estates, have you, any of us?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're
Yeah.
talking about, that big park, that one park they had.
It is a massive area, and the village put a play area down there. There's not a single tree in sight.
Blank.
Have any of the residents there come to the village asking for trees? Or
No, not that I know, of. But it was Steve, brought that up, saying, how about Bailey Estates? So technically, as far as I'm concerned, the village should have put enough money aside for the play area and some trees.
Yeah,
And
they missed the boat on that because they'd be all nice mature trees by now.
No, the play area, we just put in like.
Well, I'm saying
A
the
year and a
park,
half ago, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
less than 2 years ago.
I mean, the thing we have to consider, is for the residents there, I mean, I mean, as a kid, there was nothing better than just a big open field. Because you can have a baseball game, or you can have a football game, or a soccer game, and we gotta be careful, make sure we leave a big open
Yeah.
area.
Yeah,
Right, exactly. That's why I said earlier, the Bailey Estates is a bigger discussion for right now, actually. When they need to come up with a plan, the Bailey Estates, do they have an association on that?
I'm not sure.
I don't think they do, right, or something? But we need to have a plan. Do they want pickleball courts down the road on there, because there's plenty of room, I'm just saying something. Whatever else they want, some walking paths, or an area where there are picnic tables, we need to know that, and then they're gonna go.
It'd be nice if somebody from the community, they created a little committee, you know, neighborhood committee to go over.
Well, Steve Russell lives there.
Oh, he does?
So he knows a lot of people down there, and I would say he could take the initiative and get some people, a little committee together or something.
Yeah, I mean, that would be nice.
And he already said he was gonna do that.
Oh, okay, that's great. I mean, there's nothing worse than suddenly the local neighborhood not having any input in what they're.
Oh, no, the whole idea was to have input for the residents down there. The
It
president.
would be nice that once you get started, somebody did fight.
It would be nice to we could, around the play area, put a couple trees down there,
Yeah, but
and not really, and leave the whole open area until they figure out what they wanna do with it.
what I'm thinking is that, do flyers where pass it to the neighbors and see if anybody wants to contribute.
yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, well, that was the whole
The
idea.
families are gonna be using that area.
Yeah, so Steve's idea was to get the neighbors, the residents there involved, help with the plantings, and kind of make it a community effort to put trees in there. And then since we know how to do this and know about trees, we'll then decide how to do that. And we can still
Finish it
ask
off, huh?
Gunner to dig the holes and stuff, and then have a bunch of neighborhood residents down there help plant the trees. Ask a couple of people from the Lions Club to help, because they know they all trained. And, so how about we repeat this one? I'll talk to Steve and kind of see if we can get things going. and then we'll repeat this agenda item.
Yeah.
The next agenda. Okay, so I put the other one on there too, that was, Elena was talking about, is, item number 8, discussion and possible action on working with and having joint meetings with the Parks and Memorial Advisory Committee, as well as the Enhancement Committee. So just to refresh your memory, they extended the ad hoc committee for another year. And I think there's gonna be a discussion in April, May, to make it maybe an official committee. And then at that point, there will be discussions coming up how we can work together for multiple committees, like your committee, the Enhancement Committee, and Mike Freewager's chairs, the Parks and Memorial. And then maybe we can have a combined meeting and saying, who's gonna do what exactly? We take care of the trees, you take care of the wildflower section, for example. The Parks Memorial put some benches down there, or I love it if in Triangle Park, you know, how I see that when they have I used to go to New York a lot, and all people down there, obviously, they don't have any yards in certain areas in Manhattan. So they got, what do you call it, where you, checkers, tables where you can play checkers.
Oh, yeah.
And you go to those parks, and at night, summer night, when it's hot, everybody's out there playing checkers and things like that. Huh?
That's cool. They bring their own checkers, obviously.
Yeah, they bring their own, but there's a table that
Yeah,
has
they
it
can-
already
yeah.
something that laid out. So things like that, you know, there's a lot of stuff that we can do.
That's true.
That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
Mhm.
So any thoughts on this, Helena? Helena?
So we would combine the 3 committees into
No,
one,
let's say separate committees.
and we just have the combined meetings.
Yeah, just like streets and highways can have a combined meeting with water and sewer,
Okay, well, that would work.
right?
Yeah, I think that would work. And we can address the different problems that each committee is having
Yes,
and, you know, find a solution for them.
I think that would be the first thing to do, instead of us sitting down there like, what, kind of trying to figure out, well, we would like to do this committee, you know, for this committee to do this. Have a combined meeting, roundtable discussion.
Yeah.
Saying, we got all these opportunity here, or is it really an opportunity, and where do we go from here? And how can we pull this off? Right?
Makes sense.
And then it also makes more sense when you go back and say those committees met, and this is the recommendation to the village board, and it's gonna cost money, because everything costs money, and we have a greater chance of approval that way also.
Yeah.
So think about this, some more, since you're on the management committee, and,
Who's on the Parks and Memorial?
Mike,
Mike Freewager is one, is
Bob Cantor,
Bob Cantor,
Connie.
Connie Glut is on it,
and me.
you are on it too?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, good, that helps. Good.
Yeah.
Well, that's great, you're on all of them.
I'm on all of them.
No kidding. Look how important you are.
So, yeah, so Mike and I went earlier in early fall, walked through the lakefront where he wanted to put benches, and we the ladies were like, oh, no, we don't need any benches here, you know. So, but Triangle Park would benefit from benches
Yeah,
and stuff.
Do you think people will actually go out there and walk around? I don't know.
well,
Well, there's
Well-
nothing there to see right now, you know,
You know, I mean, are they gonna do stare at Bell's door? I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to be practical. I don't know if I lived there, I would want.
I've got to
well, actually, we did
sit
get
and look at
some,
the lake.
we did get some emails when all this stuff came up on Triangle Park. Saying my grandkids are coming over, they love to go across, remember that?
Yeah.
They love to go across the street and go play whatever catch.
Oh, yeah, so
First be,
benches would make sense.
Couple
Kids are
benches
playing.
would make sense down there, and then they can easily cut the grass lower or put some mulch down, so it really doesn't cost much to do that.
There's a lot
Public Works
of,
can easily do that.
yeah, there's a lot of dog walkers in that area.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that
yeah.
would probably,
I think we can get some mileage out of that area. Would be nice. And then I for sure think we can take a bunch of grass out and put wildflowers on there, that would be all you.
the only problem
So it
would
makes
be
it more, it's more attractive, huh?
Do the deer like those flowers? Feed the deer?
No,
Watering is a big issue.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
If you've got water by the lakefront, you don't have it there, right?
and even at the lakefront, there's an issue, because
Because
we just have that one.
you have a long hose in the lakefront.
You know what, these ladies, because you have to drag these hoses on the bricks to try to reach in each direction. And I bought new hoses, and within the season, they're falling apart. There's holes, they're popping holes, or the, by the couplings, you
Yeah.
know, because they're pulling it like
Yeah,
that.
right.
They pull it out of the, so I tried the,
Oh,
first we had the heavy ones, they were too heavy to pull for them. So I got rubber thin ones, now those are leaking.
yeah, they don't hold up.
Then I got the detractable ones, you know, that.
Those don't hold up either.
Yeah.
That's a
Those
waste of
are
money, those.
So I mean, I don't know what else. I don't know, we're gonna be back to filling buckets and dumping it on.
Yeah, and then the shoulder problems.
But we have the tank thing, and what they also have been doing is the fire department has that truck with that big tank on it.
Yeah,
So
but
if it's
can-
really
can-
dry, we
Can we utilize it? Will they
we
come
have,
out?
the last year, the Public Works borrowed the truck from the fire department, and it's brand new, like, it looks like it's almost never used. And it has this big tank on it. And they have been watering our trees also.
Yeah, I seen the guy coming with
Yeah.
that to water the trees,
So-
but he doesn't water the flowers.
When I
Well,
was,
yeah, but if he's out in Triangle Park watering trees there, he could water. the
when I was a
flowers.
fireman in North Chicago originally, my condo complex planted a bunch of trees, and when I was on duty, I would tell my shift commander, I'm gonna do a little engineering practice. And I would drive over my condo complex and take the engine and water all the trees.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I didn't tell him that's what I was doing. I
Right.
said, I'm practicing my engineering skills. And,
No, we got it, he got it all set up, he sucks the water out of, Southwood Creek. He didn't, and so and he fills up your tank. He goes with his car, and so that's how he does it, last thing, but the fire truck has a much better, fire department has a much better setup with that.
they probably have either a 500 or 1,000 gallon tank.
It's a big tank,
Yeah.
and it has a compressor on it, and it comes out, you don't have to wait for
Kind of a pump.
a pump, whatever. There's a big pump and it comes out quickly too, so.
Well, yeah, actually,
And the guys love doing it.
We could get them to do it then, that'd be great.
Yeah.
you get to play with a big fire
This
truck.
is where, I
Yeah.
think, that's why I said that the three committees meet, then we go back, this is what we need, and then in order for things to stay alive, we need Public Works to, and then we make,
Help us out.
huh? Help us out,
Help us out, yeah.
right? That's,
Yeah, that would work.
instead of the ad hoc tree committee saying it by itself, we have,
Yeah, if we work together,
yeah,
we get everything
A
done.
team,
Yeah.
team effort.
okay, so I'll repeat that on the next agenda, item 2. Okay, is there anything else we need to talk about? This is so far so good.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
We're good? Bill,
I'm good.
William?
So besides the public works money, are we still gonna be doing any kind of fundraising?
Oh, well, that's actually a little bit part of the, we haven't gotten, I think we got $400 in 2025, and that is despite that we invested. Even the library, all the bookmark things that we had, You took a whole bunch of them. We handed them out at the Civic League meetings. Tons of people have gotten those. Nothing. We don't get any. The farther away we get from the tornado, the less inclined people are to.
Well, do you think we should consider asking people to donate for a memorial tree? And nothing to do with the dog park, but, I mean, you know, in the village, within the village, somebody might be interested in doing that.
Well, if we have 15 trees and there's a lot more people that want them, then I think that would work. You know, for the dog park.
Well, yeah, but I'm not talking about dog park, I'm about other.
Right, but I'm saying if there's not enough trees for all the people that want them, we roll it into that.
Well, yeah, that's a possibility. They may want to
They
put
may
that
want to
tree
do
in
the
the
dog
dog
park,
park, but there might be somebody that just want to honor
Right.
somebody.
Yeah, put their name on it.
Yeah.
I think that would. So
I mean, I don't know, that's a thought. I mean, at Kishwaukee, we get memorial, requests all the time.
Do you?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The village does not do trees, so we send all of ours to KNC.
Yeah.
So,
And most of those requests come into the village first.
well, on our website,
Any that come to the village, we send to you.
Yeah.
yeah, on our website, we advertise memorial trees, Kishwaukee,
That's cool.
So I think if the village were to do it, it should be a limited time, so that we're not pulling from KNC.
Yeah, I know that we get the funds for when people cut down a tree and they don't plant another one. And, that goes to our tree thing. But I didn't know that when people call here and want to ask about memorial trees, you just send them to us, huh? Okay.
Do people call here for the village?
For memorial trees, we don't do memorial trees.
Yeah, but
So
do
we
they call?
They do.
Oh, they do?
I actually have one currently,
Someone
That-
wants to do it.
wants one for the dog park.
Okay, wow, it's already started.
All right, so since
So
we didn't
I
have
didn't
to,
send her to you because I know we're working on the dog park, and I told her we're working on the dog park and I would be back in touch.
I mean, I don't want to,
Did she ask about price?
anyway,
I don't think
Yeah,
price is
we'll
going
get
to be a
another
concern.
discussion.
Yeah,
I really don't.
because this is long, this is forever.
Yeah, I don't think people are gonna care
Sure.
about the price.
Okay.
I mean,
really?
some may, but for the most part, I just had someone who purchased a bench for their dog, and it was like almost $4,000, and he was like, okay,
Wow.
for here, for here?
Okay.
it's across the street from the lake,
Oh,
A
wow.
bench for the dog?
What
Mhm.
was,
in memory of his dog.
what was the cost for?
It was
bench
almost
install?
$4,000,
That's just the raw cost to
Mhm.
buy it and install it?
Yep.
Wow.
and he was like, okay, no questions, no, oh my gosh, that's a lot. It was, okay,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's amazing. So maybe what we'll do is, because we didn't have the lakefront on this agenda, will be on the next agenda. Then we'll add also on the fundraising with memorial trees, and maybe the ones that go on the lakefront, we'll have a discussion on that from them.
Okay.
that's why I think you should make your price high.
More than
Right.
750?
Well, some of those are pretty good.
I mean, you should
You should sell a tree with the bench.
You should
Sit the bench
make
and
enough
some
that
shade.
you have extra,
Oh, we do.
not just
On
cover,
750,
not
we
just
have
cover your
extra.
costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have,
So whatever your cost is,
well, that's what we just said. The cost will be no more than $400, including everything.
Yeah, so
So-
Even if we could have to put a bag
so
around it.
ask for 8 or 850.
Wait, are you suggesting 750?
Yeah.
I think people are gonna pay.
Yeah, for some reason, I think 800 starts to hit a.
Now, what we said
that
is
hits a
for
kind of a high note.
the
But
dog
if you're
park,
including a plaque, people aren't gonna be like, that's a
I mean,
lot.
you would probably, I'm sure you know better than I do on that, if people call on it.
And they don't question. They're not like, well, how much would a tree be? They call and say, I want a tree for my dog.
There you go.
Okay.
so let's say the cost on the dog park trees are $400.
Mhm.
Probably less than that, because that would be the most expensive tree. So we charge, $750,
We
it would be
charge
15 trees times $350. That's
Charge
52,
date.
that's $5,200 right away.
Which would be another planting at
But
least.
it only costs us $4,000 for another, less than 4,000 for 15 trees.
Does that cover Wayne's labor though to put the plaques in?
Yeah, so then we have money for, we can say, yeah, we have to figure that out, kind of.
So maybe 800, because.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to include labor too.
You wanna do 800 on the plaque?
I mean, that's up to you guys, but
Yeah, I think it.
That's probably as bad, and we can see it
if you
happens.
tell people labor, tree, plaque,
Yeah,
I mean-
watering for 3 years, and fence, so the deer don't eat it.
I can go with 800.
Yeah, you could have a list if they.
I mean, we can
question.
see if it doesn't, if nobody bites on it, we can drop it down possibly.
I think you'd be surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, she would know, they're calling her,
Yeah, I know.
trying to throw money at her. And if they do ask, you could have a list, well.
And you only have 15, so,
Yeah,
I mean, that dog park's busy.
Yeah, I know.
Just put, it's, limited amount of
Only
trees.
3 left.
And on your banner, I wouldn't put a price. I would say call for information.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
not the price.
Yeah.
Because if it gets swamped,
And
it's,
then if they call
it's,
you-
it's 1,000.
Yeah, we have 30.
Yeah,
And-
there's,
If they
Then
call
you can
you,
raise your
you
price.
could throw the prices at them and see what the reaction is.
Until they
That's
find out the first person paid 600, last one paid 1,000.
I mean, that way we could have Wayne figure out how much a plaque is gonna be and how much it would cost him
Yeah.
to install it. That way we know
Okay,
we're covering the cost too.
Yeah, I have no idea what those plaques cost.
okay. Yeah, there's this old joke that a guy goes to get his new glasses and the optician says it's $400 and he's like, oh, without me fitting it on you, that is another 100. Without lenses, that's another. Anyway. All right, when do we have to meet again? And we're going to item number, the next item, set the next meeting date.
Shouldn't be that far, I mean, we need to make decisions on trees, before the end of March.
Okay,
so we meet in March.
so we can meet in March. So how about, March 12th or something?
I gotta look, I might be going on my big ski trip,
In March still?
yeah. Yeah, the 15th through the 21st, I'm gone, I'm in Colorado skiing. Hopefully.
So how about, since we do this on Thursday, at 10:30, March 12th, would that work for you?
That's
So that will give you plenty of time to do whatever.
Okay, yeah.
And then we'll, give you plenty of time, so is everybody good with that?
Sure.
Okay. So March 12th at 10:30.
10:30?
Well, that's
Tom
what-
came at 10.
I came
That's-
He came at 10 today.
Yeah. well,
And he said, don't we have a meeting?
Oh, you
I said,
can.
it's at 10.
Yeah, I'm up and puffed, I got it at the last second, and
Well, we
doors are
we
closed.
do 10:30.
And for the pictures, you weren't here.
Always stay consistent. All right, do that. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll
Second.
second.
Okay, first, second, so all in favor?
Aye.
Give me your phone number.
847-309-9261.
847-809-9261.